It's our custom each year on Rosh Hashanah to welcome our president of our board of directors to the Bima to wish you Shana Tova on behalf of our board and share a few thoughts as well. We have had over these last months since last Rosh Hashanah one of the most challenging and difficult years as a congregation for both known and unknown reasons to you, but including a very tragic event, as we know, this past June. And there is really no one I would have rather have in these unfortunate situations to have shared the leadership and partnership that is so sacred to us with more than Gail Baer, who is the current president of our board of directors, one of the finest people I've ever had the pleasure of working with, one of the nicest and menschiest women to serve as president of our nearly 100-year-old congregation. And so it is an honor and a privilege to welcome Gail, the president of the board of directors of Congregation Beth Israel, to our Bima on this Rosh Hashanah morning.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Thank you, Rabbi, for that beautiful introduction. 100 years ago was 1916, 5677 in our Hebrew calendar. 100 years ago, Arizona was the newest state in our country. 100 years ago, our community, which was not yet known as Congregation Beth Israel, was meeting in various temporary locations for a group of about 100 Jews, which is probably like 4 rows of you right there. That's it. 100 years ago, there were no emails. The word friend was still a noun. And women did not yet have the right to vote. Can you imagine? If the founders of our community were here worshiping with us today, I know they would be in awe, because they provided the foundation in building the most authentic tapestry of living Judaism here in the Valley of the Sun. They would feel the wonder of our CBI family and the bond that links their generation to ours today. So now, as we approach that 100th birthday in 2020, it is time to ask ourselves, what is our legacy? In the next 100 years, who will our community be, and what will we stand for? And how will the next century bring our CBI family closer to God, Torah, and Israel? I want you to hold that thought. Hearing the word legacy, most of us think of something that happens or something that is done after we die. But we are going to do something different. We are going to live our legacy together, all of us. There's a single word in Hebrew for all of us, kulanu. And it's no accident that one Hebrew word exists for this concept in Judaism. As Rabbi Keller said so eloquently last night, that is our system. We are a family of families. Jews thrive with each other as a community, together, all of us. We are not a religion, we are not a faith, but we are a people with and for each other. One of our biblical heroines, Ruth, she famously described this concept when she said, "Your people are my people, and your God is my God." So from Ruth to all of us, the legacy that we live links us all, kulanu, together, all of us. In the days leading up to this Rosh Hashanah, I thought about the legacy that my family helps me live and lessons they continue to teach me. And I actually wrote it down. It was a great exercise. So I have an assignment for all of you between now and Yom Kippur. Take some time during the holiest of days and reflect on your personal legacy. Write down your personal Jewish priorities. Share it with your family, with your friends, and whoever influences you. So to help you get started, I'm going to share with you mine. My parents taught me not only to be Jewish, but to live Jewish, not just with ritual, but live every day as a Jew in my soul, the way I act, how I think, and decisions I make. They taught me to stand up and be counted, literally, to be a part of a family that is larger than my own, and that is all of you. I learned to voice my opinion and to speak when others can't, and they showed me that we all have a place in our community, especially on the Bima. My family ignited my relationship, my love with the people, the land, and the state of Israel. So simply put, we are Zionists. And finally, my family taught me, and they continue to show me by their example, that God is with us, even in the darkest of days. So this should feel familiar to you, because we were all born with the same Jewish soul, the same neshama. Your people are my people, and your God is my God. Our personal legacies link all of us, kulanu, together as one people. So now back to that question, what will be our Congregation Beth Israel legacy? First, it is my hope, and it is our hope, that we will strengthen our CBI community from our nearly 800 families to 1,000 families by our centennial year. And please don't misunderstand this goal. This is not about putting faceless names on a list. It's about being aspirational with each other and inspirational for each other. We will seek out the tens of thousands of unaffiliated Jews in the Valley of the Sun, our personal friends and acquaintances, those who want to become closer to God, Torah, and Israel through building relationships within our community. And like the story I shared last Rosh Hashanah about my family's decision to join CBI over a decade ago, we can all become malachim together, emissaries of God, actively welcoming and integrating those who are looking for a Jewish congregational home so that they too can be a part of this very, very special place. Next, we will grow our endowment fund for the second century to help secure our future. If we reach our $5 million goal, and we are well on our way, we will begin to ensure that every adult and every child in our community has access to the full depth and the full breadth of Jewish education, camp, and Israel programs that we offer regardless of need. And finally, with God's blessings, as our community grows and prospers, we owe it to ourselves to begin exploring building our own sacred space for high holy days and large celebrations. If we accomplish all of this, we will continue to live with the same spirit that our founders began 96 years ago for all of us. We will live our legacies, and we will be each other's blessings. And my friends, there is no greater gift that we have than to give to each other and to be there for each other, now and for our future, kulanu, for all of us. On a personal note, I want to thank you for the faith and trust that you have in our rabbis, staff, and board to lead our Kehilah Kedoshah, our holy community. It has been an honor to work in partnership with them, and I know that you know this, but I will say it anyway. They are exceptional. My family motivates me to serve in this role, and while he has no congregational title, my husband Michael has been the ultimate first man, inspiring me to continue this work every day. Our children, David, Rachel, and Amy, have grown and flown, but despite the distance, they continue their friendships here very much, and that is a true testament of this very special CBI family. For those of you who are thinking about serving our congregation in any way, I want you to know this from me. For me, other than being a wife and mother, serving as president of your synagogue has been by far the most fulfilling and the most holiest experience of my life. So we welcome you. This new year, remember that every day we Jews have an indescribable connection to God through true love for each other. Ruth's words ring true today as ever. Your people are my people, and your God is my God. Kulanu, all of us are God's partners in holiness. We will grow together. We will live Judaism together. We will make Congregation Beth Israel successful and accessible now and for the next 100 years together. This is our passion, this is our purpose, and this is our promise for our people, for all of us. Shana Tova.